Hey, everybody. In this week's press of the Bohemian, you got our favorite Rob Bresney's with his astrology, but you got the nugget. And it says here, wine and pot mergers are coming by Stet Holbrook. This is a weekly feature here in our Bohemian. When I submit, this is the beginning of algae, fungi, bees, worms, cannabis, and grape coming together. I could read it out loud for you, which I'd rather not do at the moment. So I'm just going to let you, oh, what the hell. As the law stands now, wine and cannabis cannot be produced on the same licensed property, nor can a wine tasting room sell cannabis, but folks are working on changing that. This past Thursday's Wine and Wheat Symposium at the Hyatt Vineyard Creek in Santa Rosa attracted a sold-out crowd of more than 250 attendees from the wine and cannabis industries. And the event was organized by the Wine Industry Network. Will go down as a historic meeting of the minds. Brian Applegarth, were you there? Requiring minds want to know. How about Vanessa Adams, with whom I'll be sharing this? I'm sure she'll love to hear about it. Quote, I've been waiting most of my life to see these two groups come together, said Hezekiah Allen, executive director of the California Growers Association, a cannabis industry trade group. Lay a map of the North Bay's wine country over a map of cannabis country and you'll see a great deal of overlap and revenue potential, but that overlap is only theoretical. The thicket of state laws and pesky federal prohibition prevent any joint ventures. Well, technically, perhaps, I will add. While there is certainly a lot of money to be made in the booming cannabis market, Allen stressed that it won't come without work. And that the biggest misconception is that this is easy money, bitch. I will add bitch, he said. Because of the cost of getting the 18 required state and local licenses, we have estimated, and he has also, that 70% or more of growers will stay in the black market or find something else to do. Well, we call that not wanting to come out of the cannabis closet. And believe me, there's quite a few out here that will not do that, no matter how much money you dangle before them. Back to the article, because the cost of getting there is estimated, staying in the market, the California's cannabis industry is conservatively valued at $7 billion. Parentheses, wait a minute. The governor of the state of California just projected a $45 to $60 billion cannabis taxation revenue called the Bureau of Cannabis Taxation. You should really check it out, Jeff. Mr. Sessions, that's you. Of course, you're too busy today, I know. Back to the article. Next year, before recreational sales hit the market next year, the state's grape crop is pegged at about $5 billion, while the total value of the state's agricultural product is $42.7 billion. Quote, now that cannabis is a regulated crop, question mark my ass, it is going to be the big gorilla in the room, said Mike McGuire in opening remarks to the symposium. While he extolled the quality of Northern California cannabis, yay team, McGuire said bringing the industry under regulation is going to take a while, and the state has until January 1st, 2018 to create its regulatory apparatus. But he freely admits they'll miss that goal because he says it's impossible, it's just too big of an industry. He says it'll probably be 5 years before all the kinks are worked out. But the likely delay did nothing to kill the buzz in the room, and the crowded vendor tables in the lobby revealed how easy it may be to integrate the two industries. Wine industry vendors selling labeling, water testing, soil amendments, and wine cave services were ready to offer their products and services to dope growers. I will add at this point, you're going to have to get the Monsanto, the DuPont, the ICIDEs out of the vineyards here and replace them with more sustainable alternatives, and we do suggest you seriously consider using algae, fungi, bees, worms, and cannabis with your grape operations, along with cardboard and chip or shred. We could probably save the whole fucking watershed, folks. What do you say? Back to the article. One cannabis entrepreneur predicted that the wine industry will soon own the cannabis industry. They have the land, he said darkly, but he added the wine industry doesn't know how to grow weed and will need to partner with cannabis industry to realize their, yes, joint potential, Gracie. Have a nice day, everybody. Hope you're doing fine where you're at. Stay out of World War III and you'll live to rewrite the history.